Any chance of seeing it? Very clean.
Astounding.
So the first one on my list of the charity pickups of the week is a classic war film from 1967, The Dirty Dozen. And a kind of nice 2-disc special edition set. Classic war film. There's the great man himself, Lee Marvin. Doesn't look smart there in his uniform. That's the reason why I got it. Really nice disc. A great cast, this film. Whatever you say about the film. Everybody thinks this film is great except me. I think it's an okay war film. I am not such a big fan of it. I've only seen it once in my life, to be honest. And I was underwhelmed. I like the first half of the film, the drama between the actors, between the cast as they come together, and that dynamic between them. But everybody probably knows the story. These 12 convicts who are given the chance to get their sentences quashed. There's some of them are murderers and rapists, all kinds, the worst of the worst, and there's some of them are on death row, and they get a chance to go on this suicide mission into Germany, into behind enemy lines, to kill these Nazi generals. The carrot on the end of the stick being that their sentences will be quashed at the end of it if they miraculously somehow come back alive. Led by the great Lee Marvin as a major, who is going to be kind of training them and getting them into a battle-ready group of soldiers, commandos as it were. Now, I didn't enjoy the second half of this film, the mission part. I just did not like. I thought it was very kind of pedestrian, very kind of formulaic, and just not that great. I just didn't enjoy that part. But the first half, the training montages, the group of coming together and gelling, and you've got lots of funny scenes and great actors on the screen here. Some tremendous actors. Telly Savalas, Ernest Borgnine in there, George Kennedy, Clint Walker, one of my favourite Western TV actors from Cheyenne. Yeah, it's a great drama with these actors. But the actual mission, the war part, I did not like. And I haven't only watched it once, so I'm ready to give it another chance. But picked it up because it looks a nice special edition set. So yeah, The Dirty Dozen. A bit of a classic in most people's eyes. An okay watch in my eyes. That's The Dirty Dozen from 1967. So my second film of the week is another war film from 1955 this time, starring the great John Mills, one of my favourite actors of the British cinema of the 40s and 50s. What a wonderful actor, what a wonderful, interesting face he's got. Yeah, I'd watch him in anything, John Mills. Great actor. So expressive, so believable, so everyman face feature. But I just love him as an actor, I think he's great. And I love any old war films. This one, I'm not sure if it's based on true events or not. Above Us the Waves from 1955, directed by Ralph Thomas, who directed many of the Carry On films. So it's a kind of change of pace for him, for sure. Basically, John Mills heads this kind of mission to blow up this famous German warship called Tirpitz, I think you pronounce it. Never heard of it. Using these kind of two-man kind of miniature submarines. You've probably seen them before. And by, I guess, just planting explosive devices underneath the boat, stealthily kind of making their way to through the minefields, through all these kind of defences to get to the boat to blow it up, I guess. Or ship, I should say. But yeah, great cast. I love old war films. I'd watch anything with John Mills, and as I said, black and white, right up my street. This should be good. I love any kind of, especially historical war films. It's just really interesting, and anything that John Mills in, I'm down for that. So, thirdly, we have a kind of a period, a bit of Dickens here, period piece. Great Expectations, a very famous story. I won't relay it to you because that would be too boring. Everybody knows the story probably by now. Great cast. That's what drew me to this version. This is the not sure when it came out, 1970s version. I'm not sure who the director is. Doesn't say. I'll look it up. But what a cast! James Mason, Robert Morley, Anthony Quayle, Margaret Leighton, Sarah Miles, Michael York in there. And I don't really know much about this version. I've seen the John Mills version. I've seen a few versions, I guess, but John Mills' version is my favourite, the 1940s one, I think, for sure. But I do like Michael York, and Robert Morley, what a great actor. So yeah, I'm down for that one for sure. Should be interesting. Look good. Now this is a very old film, 1928. Doesn't get much older than that. Back to the silent years, and this is one of the massive suspense's last silent films, Alfred Hitchcock. It's called The Manxman, I think that's how you pronounce it, from 1928. This was actually based on a very popular novel of the time. Don't know anything really about this film. Well, I do, I've looked it up, but I mean, I didn't know anything about it. It stars Annie Ondra, Carl Brisson, and Malcolm Keane. And basically it's a love story, a love triangle. These two men are deeply in love with the same woman. One's a poor fisherman, this man here. The other's a well-to-do businessman. And they're both heavily in love with this woman. And the poor fisherman tries to marry her, but her father not having any of it because he's not of the same kind of social class, I guess, or financial kind of class. So he goes away to Africa to make his name, make his fortune, and come back, hopefully to marry his sweetheart. But he apparently dies, and his friend, they're both friends, he starts to court the girl, and they become heavily in love. But then they find out that he hasn't actually died, and he comes back, and that's going to be the complications and the drama, the tension, who's she going to pick, all that. So it should be very interesting. 1928's The Manxman. So that's all my pickups for this week. Certainly I've varied a bunch, but I guess that makes for a more interesting collection, I guess. So hope you enjoyed it, and that's all for now, and see you later.